Now that's okay, but let's put a little bit down. We must do more. Mobilizing. Organizing. Registering. Educating. People. For the movement. To vote. We stand.
This evening I want to share with you the idea that when we lift from the bottom, that everybody rises. When we lift from the bottom, everybody rises.
We ought to be able to come together and do some significant things together to build power and shift the narrative. Because if we never shift the narrative and shift the political imagination, the moral imagination, then you're never going to have moral implementation. You're never going to.
Justice! Now! Justice!
Martin Luther King once did not diagnose some of America as having a neurotic sickness and a septic commitment to racism, poverty, militarism that was destroying America's soul and ripping it apart.
As Dr. King says, an accurate diagnosis of the problem determines an accurate prescription for the disease.
Hold on, just a little while longer.
Did you know that 600 people die every day from poverty?
There are 6 abandoned housing units for every homeless person in this country.
The New Deal never happened for farm workers or tipped workers, and I think you all know why.
Did you know that long before Trump was ever even thought about running, 23 states in this country passed racist voter suppression laws since 2010?
There are 129,000 poor children. 50% of kids in this state are struggling with poverty.
41% of all people in Maine are poor and low wealth.
So my question for you here today is, what if these outcomes are the result of a system that's working as it was intended to?
Just a little while longer. Pray on.
It's time to move past shock and disbelief and talking about good intentions.
There's a reason why all of you all are here tonight in this place. Some with gray hair, some with not so gray hair. I like to say to the ones with gray hair, you got to suit up one more time. I like to say those with less gray hair, it's time to pay your debt for all the stuff other people did for you that you might have what you have. And I like to say to the real young folk, you might as well learn how to fight early.
Just a little while longer.
Whatever you got to do to get a movement started, get it started. Because once a social change movement begins, it cannot be reversed. Once you uneducate people and help them to understand that things don't have to be like this, you cannot humiliate that person who understands that they don't have to give in to oppression anymore.
People are committing to building a moral fusion movement. People of all races and colors and creeds and nationalities from all parts across this country. And people are mobilizing and organizing and registering and educating and mobilizing and organizing and registering and educating.
Do you know that we have power that's untapped? 286,000 people in Maine didn't even vote the last time. That's power. That's power. 140 million poor people represent more than the amount of people that voted last time. That's power. 100 million people in America that could vote didn't vote because they never heard their name or their situation or their issues. That's power. If just 2% of poor and low-wealth people would register and vote and engage, they could change political systems all over this country. That's power. I've read about the abolition movement. They changed the world. I've read about the women's suffrage movement. They changed the world. I've read about the bonus marches in the 1930s. They changed the world. I've read about the social gospel movement. They changed the world. I've read about the civil rights movement. They changed the world. I've read about the anti-war movement. They changed the world. It's our time to rise up